Yo guys, what's going on? So pretty much, I think you guys, I don't know, a lot of you guys haven't, but I did post a Deku video ages ago, and back then I was able to clear the GGEX stage and the other stages with him, and he's a pretty cool unit, the way he works in terms of like what he can do and his pure DPS like numbers he can pull out is kind of nice, but let me just show you guys. So the team we're running, of course, is this team with Newsman, Brook, a farm, Ainz, and of course Subaru, and we're using Caloric on what's the name, Urza again. But yeah, this team can pretty much give him some crazy ass numbers, and for Ainz we're only running the passion spell, so he's not really attacking at all. So let me just spawn in a boss and show you his numbers that he can get up to. So let's go 0, whatever, Vegeta. Let me place a Brook down. Let's get you on buff mode. Let me place Deku down at least. Disable waves. You. And let's just get this buff out of the way. There's some new thing about it, with Brook here. You see the longer notes here. If you like double click within it, you can get like, if you auto click within it, you can get like so many more. So if you have like fast fingers or use an auto clicker, you can get some high ass, like a quick ass thingy, man. But you can see Deku gets up to, was it 1.76 million? And his EDPS, let's hopefully it shows up like correctly. But okay, it went down 2.9 because I don't have flipping Urza's Memorial on right now. But you see 1.9 EDPS. It's effectively like around 2 million EDPS, which is very nice, He pulls up some crazy numbers. It takes like 5 hits, yeah, before he can of course get this max passive. But once he gets this max passive, yeah, he's hitting some absolutely stupid numbers. So once you get to like 2 SPA, he's doing 200% more damage to the boss each time. And of course, up until like 4.4 SPA, that number is of course like increased. Like his numbers are of course gonna be like the same. Of course, there's a peak DPS for him, of course, at like 3.6 I think SPA. But once you succeed 4.4 SPA, you want to swap his targeting. So let's just say there's an enemy like back here. You would just set him to last and reset the SPA and set him back to, of course, this SPA, not SPA, this targeting. So he's following this boss. So now he's gonna build up again, of course, on this boss. But yeah, you can see his numbers are just very nice. He's such a cool unit because the way his TP works, in my opinion, is the best TP we have right now. Because the way it works is like, instead of getting placed in some stupid spot, he gets placed in a spot, yeah, where he's actually can attack and follow again. But yeah, there's the one negative about his TP, I guess. So let's just say his range goes from here to there, and the enemy leaves there. He's just gonna TP even if you don't want to follow him. But yeah, his numbers are pretty nice. So let's just get into the video. In terms of what I run on him, let me just put it on the screen. I run a Burb with like pretty good stats, of course. So I'll just show you the Burb right here. Of course this, and then I run a Jack of all trades, Rukia Memoria on him. And yeah, pretty much the rest of the units just have random support stuff, it doesn't really matter. Urza, I did not run a Memoria, so if I had the Memoria, of course, his uptime on the buff would be, of course, a lot better. And he'd always be at 3.14x damage, but yeah, pretty much let's just get into the run, I do the Rift and then the GGX stage. GGX stage was just there for funs, but yeah, it wasn't really a challenge for him. And then surprisingly, the Rift, yeah, I guess I'll just leave that to you guys to see. He kind of just destroyed that, man. I'll just let you guys see what he did. I was surprised myself, by the amount of damage he was doing. So yeah, let's just get into this, and yeah, I'll see you in the runs. Yo, before the video continues, yeah, I would like to you guys to please subscribe. I'm low-key very close to 6k subs. And yeah, once I hit that, I'll drop some giveaways in my Discord. So yeah, the Discord server link will be in the description. So yeah, just join up, and yeah, I'll see you guys there. Hopefully by the end of today, we hit 6k subs. But yeah, I'll just get to the video and stop yapping. Oh yeah, so low-key, yeah, my bad if I yapped a bit too much back then. But yeah, pretty much. In terms of the run, you can see, we start off, of course, placing our newsmans. We're going to make sure these guys are fully slowed. We place our irons, use Aura of the Overlord, bring in our armored mage. I should have placed her a bit slightly back, and I kind of made a mistake of not actually running her Memoria, so I did lose out on, of course, that full-on buff application. But yeah, of course, you can see we had Deku follow that one mob and sold him. And now over here we have him placed down. And now that our 2 farms are maxed, we're going to be prioritizing Deku and putting all our money into Deku, you know. Every bit of money goes into Deku. We've got our farms placed up, we've got all our buffers ready. We've got Erzon, of course, on the buff board as well. You can see Deku's kind of following right now. So it's not really the best right now, but right now, of course, he is setting himself up. Once we do get him to max, because the last two upgrades, it's like a problem for all the anniversary units, you know. You see, from the second last upgrades is when you see the biggest jump. So you see, you go 722k to 800k, and then the last jump is like the biggest jump. And yeah, you can see, let's get to this upgrade. You can see, yeah, look, 900, wait, it's just fluctuating because it's just moving him back and forth. But yeah, the jump is just notable. It's just a big jump, you know. It's one of the things I don't like about the anniversary units, but it is what it is. But you can see, targeting the boss now, you can see how much damage Deku is doing to the boss, and all the mobs around him are just getting cleared up. And bear in mind, all those mobs are gonna have like 20 mil, 20 to 30 mil. So yeah, now at this point, I don't think it's physically possible for Deku to even struggle. 'Cause look at these mobs here. They're being dealt with so easily, you know. And yeah, if I ran the Memorial on Urza, this would have been much easier because of course he'll be at 3.14x damage. Because he'd always have that 20%. We'll just keep switching and the buff will just stay. But yeah, you can see these mobs. I know we're running Nullify, but you know, I don't think we can really take that off because a lot of units would struggle if there was the enemies have resilience, of course. But you can see these guys have like 30 to 40 million and Deku is just steamrolling through them, you know. Like, with no issues as well. No issues at all. And yeah, you can see his, of course, his actual DPS, the one that shows up, the visual displayed one, isn't his actual damage because, of course, you know, it's taking in account, of course, his actual SPA. But his DPS is pretty much what he's actually doing. But of course, he's doing 1.7 million per hit, and of course, if he's attacking the same enemy consistently, it builds up. So yeah, once he gets to, of course, like 2 SPA, from now on the boss, he's gonna be doing 200% damage each time. You can see how much damage he's doing per hit. It's roughly like 5-6 million. You see? And we just switched the SPA back to 0. And now we're just following this boss again. It's pretty much just 5 mil hits each time. It's so nuts. And you can see how much damage he's done to the boss. 1.5 million EDPS. You can see it fluctuate. And now the boss is dead. And we can of course have him follow the mobs as well now. So yeah, now I'm just messing around with the buffers, the farms, just to get Deku back to over there. And yeah, we'll just clear these guys. I did use a Brook nuke, but it was just to make things a bit quicker, you know, because he was guaranteed to kill this. But you can see Deku steamroll through, of course, this rift. Surprisingly, the way he dealt with his mobs I was surprised about, because he's mainly a boss killer and of course, like a DPS meathead. Just following a boss and of course a boss killer. But you can see we're doing the GGEX stage as well now. And, you know, this stage, I knew he was going to clear it, but I just wanted to see how quick he can do it, you know. And most of the times, we didn't really have to take off the armor stacks of the enemies. And sometimes I did take them off because I only kept them at upgrade 4. The reason for this, of course, mainly because the final boss is, of course, gonna delete our units. So I had to sell Deku and replace him. But yeah, he pretty much just steamrolls through this stage as well. That's why we need like harder stages in the game, you know. There's not really a stage where most of the units will struggle in. Of course, some older units might struggle, but you know, a lot of newer units, you know, they just won't struggle at all. It's just frustrating. But yeah, you can see Deku just have no issues at all, man. For every stage is in. And yeah, you can see it's just so easy for Deku, man. No issues at all. You can see this boss here with the armor stacks fully on, only at upgrade 4. The damage he's doing. This was his max damage before, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure this was his max damage without with no memorial before. It's roughly that or 700k, I can't remember. But yeah, now he just hits greater heights, you know. And the numbers he can hit surprisingly, you know, not all units can hit, because you can get up to like, was it 1.7 million EDPS? Not many units can actually hit that number, which is funny, you know. I mean, but I guess he is a newer unit, so that's the reason why. But the way people look at Deku is like they just see him as a mid unit who's just shit, you know. But he's not at that shit. He serves a purpose, but there's no game mode where we actually need to use his actual true purpose, which is just following mobs from the front to the end. There's no actual game mode where we need that. So for now, he's just gonna be a fairly average unit, you know. He can hit some highs, but doesn't really matter because there's no game mode in the game where you actually need to use those. You can see as the way 15 hits, I do sell Deku, and I just have him following the boss. And now I maxed him and I have him just set following the boss. And we did lose some buffers in terms of Brook and Urza, but it's fine. Even with 1.7 overhead, he's still destroying this guy. I take off his armor stacks just to show Deku's damage, and boom, that's pretty much it, you know. So if you enjoyed the video, you know, see other units, you know, let me know. I've got a few other units I want to see, and yeah, I'll see you next one. Peace.